Aim down, you son of a bitch.
I thought you were dead.
I should have been.
Did you jump over the wall there?
Yes.
Alright. So the jack is deaf.
Yes.
You're in a tank and the jack hurts you.
I keep pressing jump instead
And the
of
Legos for that matter. Well,
there's life there.
yeah, there was. What are the odds that it lets you go back to that stage?
That was Harley's Humongous Adventure, a Super NES game me and my friend Andrew tried to play and didn't do very well at. The video you saw was actually from the second stage of the game, and that's as far as we got. It was just a little too hard. Part of it may have been the fact that we weren't actually using a real Super NES, but some sort of weird, definitely not official, like combination NES, Sega Genesis, and Super NES, featuring wireless controllers whose range was about that big, so it may have been part of the system's fault. But me and him had an old school video game night where we played some games I'd never heard of. Like Harley's Humongous Adventure for the Super NES, definitely don't remember. I subscribed to Nintendo Power and I still don't remember that crap. It's kind of funny to see some of these old games and notice where, even though today we complain a lot about titles that maybe are too overproduced and too, by the book when it comes to this has to be this way and this has to be this way to be marketable. Some of the games we played that night were not great in that there's certain things you kind of take for granted in good video games. Like Mega Man X, for example. Someone pointed out that it had an excellent introduction stage that told you how to play the game without necessarily telling you how to play the game. Or Mario 64's first world, for example, is contained. You can't actually fall out of it, so that kind of helps you get used to all the jumps and stuff before you have to deal with the harder areas. Harley's Humongous Adventure begins with a fly immediately trying to barf on you from above, and you just kind of have to figure out that you can shoot up as opposed to just to the side. Immediately after that is a series of jumps that if you don't make, you'll just plummet to your death. It's basically sinking platform, so it's like you gotta jump on that and it falls down. And there's like 4 or 5 of those just immediately off the bat. It was kind of a weird spot to have an instant death obstacle, but it had it. Now, I mentioned Mario 64 because I've been playing it a lot recently. I downloaded it for the Wii since I no longer have access to an N64. It was $10, but it was worth it. It's one of the greatest games of all time, you know what I'm saying? And there are certain bits of the game where it's a lot easier than I remember it being. Like, for example, Shifting Sandland, the desert one with all the sand traps that could kill you instantly. I got 7 stars out of there, all 6, including the coin star, the 7th one, and never died in any of the sand traps. I remember definitely having problems with that when I was younger. Certain other bits are a little more difficult, though. I'm not as good a platforming game player as I used to be, so some of the jumps I had some difficulty with. I also probably don't have the patience for some of the levels anymore. Like, you think when you get older you're going to have more patience, but I guess when you're a kid you're just like, oh, I died 5 times, I'm going to try 5 more to figure it out. At this point in time in Mario 64, I'm pretty much done with the basement levels. I think I cleared out all 3, like the lava world and the sand world and the Hazy Maze Cave. I haven't gotten into the second water area yet where Bowser's submarine is, but I'm about to do that. And yeah, it's fun times. It's not as polished as I remember it when it comes to Mario catching on things and shifting all the stage when the camera tries to figure it out, or certain other weird little, like the camera. Camera's not nearly as good as I remember it, so I think I'll leave you with some footage from another game we played, Ultraman.
Ultraman!
For the Super NES? Was this released in the United States?
Yes, this is an official,
Whoa.
as far as I know. It's in English, so I assume.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I need to do.
Oh no, this was definitely released in the United States, I remember this. What are you fighting?
Guttus.
Guttus? Oh shit.
Ultra jump! Ow.
I'll say.
Ultra jump! Ow. Ultra jump!
The monster you're fighting looks vaguely sexual.
Don't most kaiju look vaguely sexual?
I would say so. Are you winning? No. It doesn't seem like half the things you're doing actually translate to the screen. Do you have lasers or anything?
I don't know. I have death.
He has lasers.
He does have lasers.
Well, that was one of 3 chances. One of 2?
Hi, Ultraman. I'm sorry I'm a disappointment.
You gotta have... Oh, man. He regains health. Did he just hit you low and you still got hit? It's like your best move, I guess.
A
Oh,
rocket
man.
kick of death.
Yeah, you're kicking the shit out of him. Oh.
Until he remembers he can do that.
Oh, you reset the background, actually. You're back on a thing that's on fire. It's like fucking Looney Tunes.
I don't know how to finish.
You know how to finish? What is the... There's like a thing on the bottom of the screen that's like zooming around all the time. You can't just kick him until he dies?
No, there's a finishing move. I remember I looked that up online once.
Oh.
I should probably figure out how the fuck I can